Simulator Sundays. We're already in progress, as you can see here. We are just east of Porphyry. As the title suggests, we're BNSF 7232. Your Q train from LA to Alliance, Texas. So we're got a lot of double stacks on here. We're already en route. Almost at our speed here, 50 miles an hour. So I've driven this from LA to here in the last 60 minutes, 1 hour. We got a ways to go. See how far we can get. We're gonna go up the Cajon Pass and just coming up Esperanza. This thing was chugging a bit. We had it down to about 35. Let me get back over here so I can turn off my bell. 35 miles an hour at portions of Esperanza. Pretty long train. We're just shy of 10,000 feet, but we are 10,000 tons over that. So we have a couple ES 4400s on the head end. 3 to be exact. Look down here and see what we got. So we've got 3 on the lead. We've got 2 mid DPUs and we got 1. Now these are in the mid and in the aft there. We have dash 9s. Not my favorites, but you know they're great for DPUs. Now for 4,200 horsepower, not quite the 44 horsepower that these big guys here in the front. We don't have the these are Gevos. We don't have the EMD SD70s. Those are 4,500. But we're trucking along here. We're just shy of 50. Now the Intermodal is supposed to go 70 miles an hour, but I'm looking at the track here. Well, maybe because we're like in a populated area. Maybe that's why we're limited to 50. I thought we can go 70 in the sim. I went to hit the I whistled a little too soon on that. Like normally I'm going slow, you know, because I have the like locals or whatever and just going along slow. I'm not really hauling bud, about 50 miles an hour. So I'm used to just throwing the bell on and going through. I figured you guys want to see something a little different. It's been a while since we've done a road trains. I could have started this at the top of Martinez, drove through Barstow and just kept going. I got a meet. Thought I heard a meet coming up. Oh, maybe that was coming through the my monitor. Okay, so we've got this is the Brooker's Mill, so we're in Riverside. We are headed eastbound. We do have a pretty good grade here. So we have 10,704 tons. Our HPT is 2.5 with all the DPUs and everything we have on it. 116 loads, no empties. And the length is 93.48, as you can see up there on top. I'm currently in notch 8. So I'm pulling as hard as mightily as I can. We're doing 40 in notch 8. Just less than 1% uphill right now. So we hit that Cajon Pass, trying to get to it and get up it. It's going to be a slow ride. Take it easy. We'll see where we get. It is Father's Day, so if you are a father, happy Father's Day to y'all. I have DPU error here, but that should go away here in a second. It's due to interference. As we go, so I just saw on some other like live, like real train videos, not simulators. there's a tunnel that we go through on the bean sniff side, and that's been removed. So there was an old tunnel put in, I don't know, was it the 70s or something? And it's just been removed recently. We got running the K5 LAA or LLA on this Gevo. I'm under 40, so engineer's discretion on when to whistle for the crossing. Multitasking here. Oh, look, there's nobody driving. So we're headed towards San Bernardino. It's about another maybe 20 minutes away or so. Highball. Still a couple minutes from downtown LA, or downtown Riverside, not LA. That's where I started, was downtown LA at the Hobart yard, Intermodal yard. LAC is the name. We looked at our dispatch map here. I'm currently at CP Arlington. We have a LAC New York City right behind us. Another intermodal Z train. May pull us over and have to slow down for it. This guy we've already met him and passed him, so we'll clear up the High Grove. Hopefully we get to keep going. We don't get stuck behind the Z train is fine. Got ears left. So again, I started, currently it's 3 p.m. It's 108 degrees here in Southern California in the right where we're at right now, the Riverside San Bernardino area. Inland Empire, we call it. 108. It is 3 p.m., 1500. I started this at 1400, which is an hour ago, in Los Angeles. And I had to put this train together. This was, there were two pieces. I forgot what ramps they were on, like 11, or no, it would have been like 7 or 6. So there are two pieces of the train. Biggest chunk of it, the front chunk had the 3 in the front, the 2 in the mid, what became the mid, but they're at the end of it. And then we just had to get DPU and dump it on the very rear. Had some Dash 9s available, so that's what we grabbed. So we have 3 4400s and 3 Dash 9s. Well, through Riverside, there's a lot of crossings. Go by my house. Highball. Right through this. Would have been, our head would have been completely dismantled there. Really got to stay on top of it. coming up. This is actually a bridge. The street is called Arlington. So right underneath us, right up there. .7, basically 50. I am speeding up. Let me take one notch off. Of course, this is what always stinks, is that you start getting too fast. You'll pull a notch down. You'll notch down one, and then next thing you know, you're climbing the hill. But we are going downhill, so go down to notch 6, see what happens to us. These curves are going to help us slow down a little bit. The resistance on the on our wheels. Almost flat, so let me go back up to notch 7. Flat right now. Now we're going uphill. We'll go back to notch 8. We'll see. Again, most of our train is coming down that hill still. Could be too bad. We got a couple miles of play here. Seven, it looks like it's gonna figure it out. A little speedy, but if I go to 6, might start slowing down too much, so we'll keep an eye on that here. A slight climb. Well, I'm looking at all the information here. This is it's like a velocimeter, like a velociraptor, miles per minute. So this is telling us our increase or decrease in speed, as it knows. Back up to notch 7. Again, when we come to San Bernardino, it's going to be a slow... Stop, Giovanni! It's gonna be a slow. We're gonna have to slow down a lot, and then, which is really hard. It's a 2 sharp turns. There's a sharp turn to our right as we're headed there. And there'll be a sharp turn to the left, and then at baseline, it's just basically that's the start of the pass. So it's a pretty good climb from there, and our HPT is, you know. What did I say? It was 2.4 or something. 2.5. So, I mean, we have horsepower. 2.0 is the minimum requirement for climbing the pass. But we got plenty of horsepower to get over the hill. It's just not going to be very fast. Adjust power a little bit. Light downhill here. One more. See a little dip here, then it kind of flatten out. As I said, we're coming into San Bernardino, so we do have speed restrictions coming up. We look here, let's see if he'll pop up. Here's the map. We're currently right coming up about right here somewhere around Spruce. So we're in a 50 speed limit now. As you see, as we hit High Grove, we're at 40. And then once we click over, it's gonna be even slower. So here's Champion Lumber West. That's coming up here on our left side after the crossing. This is the whistle board here. Thought the other one was that we just passed. This is where I hear them because I live over to the right, down a bit, but I'll hear them coming about a few miles. There's one of the other locals for Porphyry there at 0071. But 40 mile an hour is right about where the opening scene where you have the Amtrak going the other way and the BNSF and the UP all kind of meeting up. That's the San Jacinto branch. That's coming up here in a minute. One more crossing. Actually, no, two more. Center and Main. You notice we're slowing down a little bit because of that speed reduction at High Grove. Coming up right up here, right before this crossing. Should be it here, and kind of let's see where to go. The whistle board. It should be that right there. So there's the 40 mile an hour mark. We're at 37.5, so I'm going to go ahead and go notch 5 on that. We don't need to go below 40 yet. Got a high ball. The last crossing here until we enter the Cajon sub, San Bernardino Yard. At the Colton City line. A bit of a climb here. Well, it says it's down, but a lot of our train is still behind us, so and we're clear through. Let's go to Cajon. So we are clear all the way to the middle of the yard. So far we've got a bunch of traffic. Let's see, we got one coming down. We're gonna follow this guy going up. I don't know what this one seems to be. Stopped somewhere. Manifest. Get rid of it if we gotta. Take a look up there. So let's watch everything go by here. We'll watch our speed as we go by. Switching on my map now. The next speed limit is to 30. Go ahead and go to Notch 2. That's as we enter right after the Colton crossing. That's about a mile, maybe 2 miles. the speed's starting to come off. There's the mids. It's pretty long. I went from dynamic brakes to get ready to apply power as we are climbing on that end, so. Went to notch 2. I have nice wide open spots for the DPU to respond. To help us get over the hill here coming into San Bernardino. And then we'll have to battle the Cajon Pass, the mighty Cajon Pass. All right, she's looking good. Give her gas as we're at the speed limit now. Our 30 mile an hour is right before H Street. If we can get it to be closer to 30. The restriction is going to be all the way through the yard. We bring it up here, so you see right here is the 30, right here, and then we're gonna go all the way through the yard, and then I don't see any where you can, right there is where you can go 55. Got a hiccup there. That's before Ono, so I mean that's already in the where you're going up. Let me get the, let me see if I can get the train going a little bit faster here. Got a couple crossings between us and the yard. You've seen me run stuff here quite a bit. Crossing is slow every morning. Our UP and intermodal trains. The UP mostly auto racks. Going to notch 7. Rail drivers kind of give me a little sponge there. I calibrated it before. Sergio. How are you doing? So we're approaching San Bernardino here from Los Angeles. That hill right there that you're looking at, we're gonna go up that. That's the Cone Pass. Oh no, where'd this train go without us? Got a notch 8, so she's pulling. And go up and around San Bernardino. 30 miles an hour through this area. Currently doing 26 and increasing speed, but not by much. I would like to get it, going a lot faster before you have to hit the climb to pass, but this is what we got. 2.5 HVT, so we've got the juice we need to get up, but not to really go fast. We're not a Z train, although we have one on our butt, so it may overtake us. Make sure I am clear through. I am clear all the way up to Vermont. No trains coming down. And there's no crossings either. Here come the Dash 9s. Should be screaming. They're just purring away. Just having a good day. Again, our train's just shy of 10,000 feet long. It is over 10,000 tons. We got 6 units total. 3 on the head, 2 in the middle, 1 in the rear. We started in LA. We left the LAC yard at an hour and a half ago. We've only started the stream 30 minutes ago. So we've gone quite a distance already. I'm starting to creep up there in speed. I'm at 30 miles an hour, which is our limit right now. So I went down to notch 7. Right after I can open her up, it's going to be full climb, so I'm going to get stuck at the speed for a while. So we're going to go a couple miles over the speed limit. Nothing crazy. I see it starting to slow down now. Oh, now speeding up. It's like 0.15 up where the locomotives are. Here comes the trailing DPU right now. There she goes, all 10,000 feet of her. San Bernardino Yard here to the left. All right, got a green. All clear. Coming up on a historic Amtrak station. Right behind this, there's a whole bunch of Metrolink stuff over there, but you know, this yard's changed a lot over the years. That smokestack off to the left is actually still there. There's Santa Fe on it. A lot of this other stuff's different. There's a big parking structure over here, and you know, there's bridges that trains take to go over, like comes off basically here and goes up and over the UP side. Lower down again. I'm gonna need to hit the gas, crank it here in a minute. Yeah, we're gonna get off the well, actually coming up at 7th Street shortly here. I don't know if we're getting a speed release, or I don't see it on the map. Hope so. So again, we are speeding by a couple miles an hour. If you look here on the map, you'll see it shows us speeding. But we need some juice to get up that hill. And it only lets us do, you know, 40 or 50 on the most of the tracks. So I don't know that that's accurate either. Maybe it is. Maybe we can do 70 on the open stretch. It says right there, track speed 30. And I see it's after baseline is the 55. There should be a portion in here where we can actually speed up. But the rear of the train is still in the yard, so, well, you know, it's not in the yard, it's on the main, but still in those curves. We go back and look. So, you know, not even at that signal yet. That's fine. We're slowing down. I'm going to start notching up here anyways. As you see, I'm starting to climb here. Do a nice slow notch. Almost at a full degree. My speed, my notch increase, it should have went to 6, but we went all the way up 7 because the rail driver. We're barely increasing speed right now. We just crossed CP baseline, so Ono's coming up here on the left. Actually, there's a control point, Ono. There's a siding coming right up here to the left, and that's where we should be able to crank it. I mean, I can't go anymore. We are full throttle right now. Pedal to the metal. Mid 30 mile an hour climb if we're lucky. I doubt it. So here's our 55. Says we can get up to 55 here. Yeah. Not in this train. So, there you go. It's long climb. About 35, 40 minutes if we don't get stopped to the top of the Cajon Pass. We CP Martinez. And then it'll be a little bit down as we head into Apple Valley, Victorville, Hesperia, all that. Watch the train go by as I get some water. Be right back. All right, did the DPUs pass us already? Probably not. We're at 25. Come something. Some sort of power. Oh, those are the mids. Wow. We're notch 8. Doing 22.5. We're slowing down actually. The grade is 1.9% right now. The head of train has already passed the Ono sidings. Or at least it's past control point Ono. And we were clear to Vermont. Let's see. We are still... Oh yeah, look at the LAC guy who's behind us. He's coming to San Bernardino now. We're clear past Vermont up to Cajon. We've got 2 trains coming at us. I don't know what this one seems to be just stopped here. Let's see why it stopped here. Like in the middle of the... Gotta wait for it to spawn. Or it's not stopped. It's moving. That's it. Got it? Oh, that's a V train. One's moving. Meanwhile, ours is at 18 miles an hour. So this one's just stopped here for some reason. I wonder why. I don't know why it stopped. Let's just delete that one. An off-road train, off-map train. And it was just been there. It's been there for a while. Maybe because all these intermodals that were passing by it. So we'll jump back in ours. Full speed. All right. Got a diverging clear here. Actually says yellow over green. Advanced approach. Not a diverging clear. Advanced approach. We were clear all the way. Oh, I see. Yeah, because that one. But we have this here. We have this one. Okay, and then we have a stop there. So we're below 60 miles an hour. I knew it was a diverging signal, but it's a advanced approach, so it includes diverge to the other main. Main number 1. There's the lead to the locals over here. Forgot what it, San Bernardino. One mixing up Malabar's locals. 1022 or 3022, something like that. So currently our speed is maxed out. That's all we're gonna get for a while. Funny that the mouse is on the other screen and it starts to work and then stops. Like I was trying to change this, take the symbols off, and I get one and can't do the other one because the mouse isn't on the same screen. So why did it work the first time? We are going to have a meet, but that meet's still, they're coming downhill, we're going uphill. So I'm going to meet them in the, after Vermont, well, way after Vermont. Probably Kenbrook. At least we're a Q train, so our priority is a little bit, it's not Z, but it's a little bit higher. It's under Z. So this you can just fall asleep to. But my voice keeps interrupting it. Whoops. Ah, let's get off the track. Yeah. So if you're over here, like, oh, the train. Gotta run over here to wave to it. There, rail fans. Look at that coupler pressure too. That's what DPU's shoving in the back. We could have a brake. Still about 100 or 1,000 ton. Usually brakes at 400,000 tons. We're at 222 right now. Look at our, yeah, see, you can see the couplers there, these cars in the front. Hey, this guy's pushing these ones. And this guy's definitely pushing these ones because they're green. It's these cars and these cars that are getting the most tug on it. And this is where you don't want to be making throttle changes. Crossing right after the signal here. Just watch the couplers here. The very top of the screen. We need Shift Z on the keyboard. I'm pushing up on the whistle on the rail driver. We're hauling butt, 16 miles an hour. People can ride a bicycle faster than this. I usually see them climbing faster than this. I don't know why I gotta go so slow with this much horsepower. or with this horsepower. Not that it's so much, it's more than we need, but more than the minimum. Let's see, we're slowing down even more. Might have to call in for some helpers. But then what are the helpers going to do? They're going to fold this in half. They're going to accordion us. They're going to derail us back here because we're green now. If we push too much, that turns blue and it breaks. Well, helpers aren't even gonna help. Helpers are actually gonna hurt. We're not even in the steep part of the climb yet. Oh yeah, we just got to keep pushing. Like you're pretty happy in the middle. This is the lead over to is this General Mills? Oh, who is this? Cargill. Wow, look at all those. A lot of Dash 9s here. A lot of power to get those grain cars up and down. Well, this is why I started early. Well, not early, but not streaming early. I started an hour before to get it at least this far because this is a climb. And if we do catch a red in the hill, we'll have to figure out how to get this thing going without breaking it apart. If you end up driving these in the simulator, you find yourself not able to start on a hill for whatever reason, One thing you can always do is AI it. They'll get it going for you. Once you get to a flat area, you could take it back over from them. Or you can just keep working at it till you can figure out how to get it going yourself. We do have videos here on this channel for that. We're at a breezy 15 miles an hour right now. The wind speed here is probably faster than we're driving. But so far everything's hanging in there. Nothing's broke yet. Another crossing, what, a mile and a half or so ahead of us. A boar or something. A lot of this area right here is actually has warehousing and, you know, all kinds of businesses, and there are people that live here. It's not as sparse as it looks in real life. In the 90s or early 2000s, 90s, it was more sparse. Not this sparse, but more than it is now. Detector coming up here. That's UP's track to the left. That goes over to West Colton.
DNSS detector, milepost 73.5, main 1, ambient temperature 100 degrees.
Well, 108.6. I don't know where the game's getting the weather from. It's usually not that far off, so not always. Every once in a while it is, but it's not that far off from what it is in real life, no matter what time of year it is. I don't know if it's historical weather or what that's built into it. Like an average weather, but usually pretty close. Got a high ball, but we're maxed out. Not safe. Like this truck warehouse coming up here. That's what's all around here right now, all that kind of stuff. So let's see, in another hour we might be to Martinez. I mean, it's a 1-for-1 scale. Not like American Truck Simulator. Everything's, so you have all this distance that is accelerated. This is 1-for-1. I think Flight Simulator is the same way because it uses the map. MOW, these MOW cars here to the left. Usually where the UP helpers are. And right in front of me, you got the NSF helper tracks here. Is it already stopping? Or I guess the crossings are down. The thing is can the AI get these trains faster going this? Are they able to get speeds higher with this much HPT? I wonder. Try that out until I had this train saved. So I'll have to ride with them to see what they can get up the hill. Taking a quick look around. '15 highway right here, where the 15 and 215 merge. Got somebody coming down up here? Yep.
This is our second meet here. Live. I already did 2 other meets, but I think did we have one when we were live? I don't remember. I think coming up through Riverside. Is that ours or is that UP? That's ours. UP would be coming down over here. Get out the binoculars. Binoculars. He's gonna be laughing as he goes by. Sees us crawling by cruising like 40. Well, he could be 30. Depending on his weight. There is a downhill speed limit too. It's where he's at. He comes into one that's 50. To 63.2. So 35 is where he's at now. So, and he won't dim. They stopped for us. They stopped dimming a few years ago. They used to dim their headlights. I mean, it's daytime, so you wouldn't need to dim them during the day, but I don't think they do it at night anymore. I don't drive it a lot at night, though. Gonna open the window, but let all the cold air out. Remember, it's 108 out there. 109 now, according to the thermometer. Four o'clock's the hottest time of the day. So we are cleared through Silverwood. Oh no. There we go. Now I wonder, I don't know that I don't have the frequencies for this. 65. I don't know what the tone is. So I want to say I want the next sighting. I don't know if he'll give it to me, but I'm gonna ask for it. Yeah, I know there's no available sighting for me right now, but I don't know if he'll give me Martinez once we get up close to it. That'd be interesting to know. So I put it in there and asked for it. It's really a main. See, he has me at Silverwood, so and then if I don't want to cancel and ask, because that's a pain in the butt. Especially with this guy coming up on my butt, the Z train. That's the wrong one. Let's go here. So yeah, the Z train. I mean, the fact that auto rack, the FRS SEO auto rack coming at us on main 2. I mean, it's at basically, it's a long ways away, and it's cleared that many blocks. That's one thing auto crazy about. The ones climbing should have the, but not even the long, because it'll take forever. So like this, the Z train behind me, it's catching up. I don't know what his speed is. Probably way faster. 4.8 is his HPT. So yeah, we're slowing him down for sure. Not happy about that.
I'm a Z train.
I would be too. Another helper siding right here. I mean, we are speeding up though. We were at 15 earlier, now we're all the way up to 16.6. Be cool if it routes that Z around us. So if we're currently on main numero uno, so it's a 2.2% grade. The one to the right of us is 3.4%. If we're on that one coming up, it sucked. Coming down, you can't be more than 14,000 tons though. Ain't allowed. Bleeding brakes. I wonder if he'll get no, they can't get around us because the way auto routed the other two trains like 20 miles away. All right, we lost the control of the mid DPU because of the hills right now. Should come back. There it goes. Little radio reception problem. That's you barely hear in the background the detector going off for that Z train behind us. "17 miles an hour now. Starting to speed up." So at this speed, yeah, I'd say we're at least 45 minutes from Martinez. I don't know that we'll get it anyways. Interesting. I keep losing the mid remote to the mid DPU, but not to the rear. We're not even at the steep part of this hill yet. That's going to be at Cajon. We're at 210 right now, so that's close, I guess. 225, 2.25 is the steepest part, but once we get up over this hill, we're going to come around, and then the control point Cajon is where it really starts to climb and out. We are laying some amps down though. Everything's smooth, just slow. Not pushing too much on the back, not pulling too much in the middle. Got a decent amount here after the lead, but under control. Actually less. We were up to about 240, 250,000 tons on the couplers, but now we're down to back to 220 where we first noticed it. Dog just jumped up here, decided to help me drive the train here. Slowed down a little bit too, about a mile an hour difference than we were. There is a detector coming up. After we kind of get up and around this corner, then we'll have a crossing. which I've had to stop at that signal before. Had a red light at it, and not a good place to stop. Clear up through Silverwood all the way to Summit, so the Z train's just gonna have to wait behind us till we get out of the way. It would probably stop me at the end of Martinez in the Z train to get to pass there at between Summit and Lugo. That's what I was trying to do, get the rear of it. So we can turn around and look to see where his other train is. It's back there a ways. We don't want to get too far away from us. Ah, you can't get in that cab. That crossing will be up here around the... right up here somewhere. Right after the signal. We're not even there to the freeway yet either. I've had to stop that signal before. That was a rough place. I stopped there and then they could go on. I think I had a turbo failure and the rail picked us. I don't know, my wheels came off the tracks for no reason whatsoever. This pretty much denotes the, I believe, the 215 here highway. I'm sorry, the 15 does kind of run over here a little bit higher, 5 lanes each way or 4 lanes each way. Got a highball. Antenna in that mid EPU lead must just be I don't know, maybe the not a lot of power coming from. What's up, Frisk? I'm giving her all she's got. We're in notch 8, climbing that hill. We're doing 15. Exciting stuff. Decided today I was gonna not do yard work. I left an hour early from LA so I can get here. Try to make it. Still about 8 miles away from Martinez. It's 109 degrees here. detector.
BNSF detector milepost 66.5. Main 1. Ambient temperature 9 degrees.
That's pretty slow. Hate to live out here. Happens all day, every day. Although they do go a lot faster uphill. Maybe they're not trying to climb with 2.5. I think so, though. A lot funner with less power, though. Longer, a little more difficult. Because I'm clear to Martinez, there's like 7-8 miles all uphill, so I mean there's no reason to be in the lead right now. I have one control point. There might be a little crossing after, but it's not like a signal crossing. I think that's... Now, I've pulled up here before and threw a wheel, put a wheel on the ground when the defects, or not the defects, but you know, the defects were turned on. Like it always does it in weird spots that you don't want it to. Like every single time, not like, hey, you have a 1 in 30 chance of having a problem. It was like every time in the same kind of area it would throw a problem. So I had that probability down low. It still was always in the same spot. Whether it's an air hose dragging or whatever, stop your train, stop your train. Anyways, I did stop the signal. Okay, now we're starting to pull a lot up the front. See, they're at 300. Now we're starting to do something. Keep an eye on that. We may have to come off the throttle. We don't want to do. Which DP? They are. They're all at 8. I mean, look. Well, the one at the end, you can't lost control. But look at the amps we're putting down on it. Putting the same amount of amperage down. What's up, albino? We're only at 2.5 HPT. Well, I am. It's been pretty white for a while, and then they're pulling up here. But yeah, you see in the rear too. I'm pushing pretty good now because it's green. It's almost blue. Getting darker green, I should say. Yeah, see, right now I got more amps laying in the middle than I do up front. Come out here and run some trains. Tell me how well it works in real life. It's at 2.5 HPT. That should be good. I mean, those are dash 9s in the middle and in the rear, but that shouldn't matter. Got 4,200 HP or horsepower. It's a pain. Yeah, mini mountains and big mountains like Donner and like running around Washington like Canada National does. Tehachapi is kind of a pain. I mean, BNSF goes through the Rockies, right? I know UP does too. That's gotta be something. Sure, it's a long way around. Can't be. I don't think it's worse than. I don't know if Cajon or Donner is more, but I don't believe going through the Colorado Rocky Mountains is it's too spectacular. Well, so look, if I try to push more in the back, you see it's already getting dark green. If I try to push more, I'm going to brake. Same, I'm pulling a little bit here. This guy's pulling hard, but this was a little light green before. Not much, just like white. But I'm coming down. I'm good. But yeah, if I were to put more locomotives in the back, start pushing, I mean, it would just break the train back here. Because you have power back there, doesn't mean you can use it. I mean, this guy back here is doing good. He's pushing these cars without any problem. could actually probably knock them down a little bit, fence it and knock them down, but keep it where it's at because I don't want this to pull too hard like I'm pulling up front. Like I could do notch 7 here. This could stay at 8 and this could go to 7 kind of thing. But you can't really do it that way. If I do this, I can only fence here and then say these would be at 7. So these I need at 8. But I can't get that 7 unless I go back here and 7 for a minute. And then these can stay where they're at. But yeah, there's no way to just make this 8 and then forward and back there 7. We're going up the mountain. You know what I mean? What else we want? We don't want an emergency, that's for sure. BCS up here would be bad. Bad news bears going up. Gonna leave everything as it is. Weird too, because I've had since I started a flow of 1 here instead of 0. It's like got an air leak somewhere, but I don't see anything up here that's telling me all the air is good. I don't even mess with the air because even if I accidentally hit, I'm gonna get a stuck valve. Not that I need air going up. But all right, so again, I asked for Martinez. Should ask for it here at Silverwood. Ask him one more time. Still 3 miles away. The length of these signals up here between these is why UP doesn't. The restriction for UP is 8,000 foot in length, whereas BNSF is 12,000 feet. Because the distance of the signals is too short in this passing track right here for UP to be able to, doesn't stop. It hangs out past the signals, which means the other train can't go around. Or 108.5. I mean, we're up in the hills here, so it could be slightly cooler, but not this much. So right here is, so to the left is UP. We're on BNSF, main 1. Main 2 is, you can't see it from here. It's much steeper. It'll be over here. Over there. There it is. Well, that's me. That's the back of me. But it goes up like that way, straighter. Doesn't curve all the way around like we and UP do. So at Summit, I'm stopped. 2 trains coming down Summit. I'm not close enough yet to ask for the Martinez sighting. Yeah, I'm gonna ask for it here. Always when that happens. I'm requesting a specific destination, not necessarily a signal. So call him at the next control point, but I got it in there. I don't know if he'll give it to me, but a lot of times they'll route me past it and I have to cancel my route, re-ask when I'm right there. That's just what auto does. Next one I ask him, he'll go like, yeah, you asked me 4 hours ago. Yeah. Quit being so impatient. That's right down there is main 1. I'm sorry, main 2. Right down there to the right. Gotta come up here, like circle around and go under the 15. And maybe we can get Otto's attention to put us where we want. The ours is coming up the hill back there, and the other one's going the other way. There's a little hill here we can climb up. Oh. That's a BNSF as well. He's going to go under before we get to see him, though. I think. Yeah, he's going to come over here. Well, I might run into him. I don't think so. He's going a lot faster than we are. Yeah, he's coming around here. Right down through there. That all auto rack? Well, that's, yeah, the V. One that had it like the right of way for, was given the green signals for 300 miles. Auto likes auto racks in the name. Felt a little different. He don't care. He's coming. He's light though, but he's coming right down the deeper stuff. Well, guess what? We got routed into Martinez. That's good, because this guy, the guy's stuck at that signal back there. He's not gonna be happy about it. Better him than us. And I do have a, UP train coming up through Silverwood, so be crossing over, and then he's coming up here, Highland. He'll just keep going right by. Saw the green signal there. Still pretty far away though. He'll probably pass us too though. Up here in rail fan for a second, for a minute. Here by the rocks. Be cool if the UP train was coming this way right now too, as far as around us. As long as the DPUs don't crap out or whatever, we don't get a signal dropped in front of us that's pulling into that Martinez. It's not a siding, it's main, but at Martinez pulling on the main one. We should be fine. Pressure's coming down the couplers a little bit at the front right now. It is getting pretty thick and pretty heavy at the back, but nothing it hasn't been experiencing already. If we had 2 DPUs back there, it would not, maybe not be good. You definitely have to fence them then. Be too much power, it'd be want to fold us in half. Gonna go up and around. So next time I do a road train, I'll either start in Martinez or even Barstow. Want to head out to Seligman, towards Needles or something. A lot of nothing. Long trips. Or I go back to yard work. Stuff I like. Sorting beats this for sure. Sitting here watching or controlling a train at 15 miles an hour for hours. Not a whole lot of action, but different strokes, different folks. Train's got to get from point A to point B somehow. I said 16, I meant 13 currently. There's the mids right back there coming up around under the bridge. Man, that Z train's gotta be bad. Stuck at a signal coming up the hill. He's got power, but he's still got to start. I want to get around this guy. Slow poke. I mean, he caught up to us after San Bernardino. I think he's probably doing 25 good part of the way. Meanwhile, we're doing 16. Now 13. I'd be mad. Then again, he'll get around us in Martinez. Because he didn't get a green light from there to here yet, because we haven't passed. Well, maybe we did. We'll be following colors here. Let's see. He has a red at, he's stopped at Cajon, so it's not that bad starting from there. But we got to pass Silverwood before he gets a yellow, which is, 3 or 4 miles, so he'd be out of his way by the time he hits Summit. The big climb. I'm looking for orange, and I found an orange. They're containers though, but at the very, coming right through the tunnel or the under the bridge. Like, oh, there's the, no, that's orange containers. Schneider. I think they went out of business. Is that the ones that went on, were losing money and couldn't keep trucking? I think a lot of these well cars I have from the enhancement Discord as well. Or Hans, like Hans did a whole bunch. Got reflection, the MROs, which is the reflective MARO, the MARO, MRAO, the reflective tape and stuff like that. The way the light reflects off the stuff. The layer. Graffiti on some of the well cars. Some of the cars are, some of the containers are, like the FedEx ones are faded out. They've been on ships. There's the DPU. There's some different in the default well cars. The intermodal trailers are on them. $300K on the couplers right now. On the front and very back. As it tries to get up the hill here. This guy right here sounds normal. He's actually chugging. Breaking Bad over there. So that tunnel we're coming up on, right up where the mouse is, somewhere we go like this and around, and there's a tunnel there that we go through that I was just seeing. I was mentioning earlier, I saw a YouTube video where that tunnel has been removed, so it's no longer a tunnel, it's just been carved out. So I guess that tunnel's been there since the 70s or something like that, 60s. R&R rail production is somebody I watch at night. I'll turn on a lot of these where the locals are running through LA. You know, a lot of the ones I do, whether UP or the bean sniff ones. And that guy does drone camera footage of all this stuff. They'll put all these little, yeah, it's this tunnel right here. This tunnel was just recently removed apparently. So now it's a V here instead of a hill, like what we're at now. So it's kind of like just remove the whole thing. It was this guy, he puts all these comments in his video, like, you know, put the arrows and point at stuff. I might comment in this video later of the URL to his channel. It's pretty good. About a mile away now from Martinez.
Sector milepost 58.6, main 2.
Trying to get the right view. It's one of these tunnels anyways. I thought there was, I didn't realize there were two here. I forgot. I was actually going to go look at this. Oh, the Z train still stopped back there because this UP train, I don't know if he wants to cross over or not. I think he's got that red light there because that other auto rack at Keenbrook over here. This guy's still coming down the hill, so he's got a signal here. He's got a signal following us. We're here. We've still got two more signals to go until we get to the control point. 300,000 tons on the couplers, and we're almost there. Got another mile to go. And basically this is where the downhills is, right after we go through these little kind of hill thing here. This is where it starts dropping off if you're coming down. This is where you want to have, you know, your 15 pounds on, your dynamic brake set, and you make that turn right there. Otherwise it's going to get away from you real quick, because it's usually 15 to 20 going down. If you're light, you can go 30, but not too many trains are light. Yeah, once your lead end is right, you know, right in here, you already want to have your brakes set and your dynamics on. There's something going down over there. Oh, that's that UP train. That auto rack for the UP. That firework. This should be UP Silverwood.
DNSS detector, milepost 58.6, main 2, no defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 262, train speed 19 mph, ambient temperature 98 degrees, out.
So this signal is if UP comes over and BNSF tracks over here, they're going to cross over right up here. So that's what this, actually this is not the CP, it's up here more. I was thinking it was this one, but this is not a control point, the intermediate. It's going to be over there. Okay, see how much we're pushing on the rear right there? It's getting dark green. Pulling pretty good on the front end here. So far, nothing crazy though. It's just a lot of force. Nice and steady. Oh look, got rail fanners. Still 582. They're like over here filming stuff. I wonder if Lake Silverwood's over there. You like, I don't know, kind of through here and kind of drive up and around. There's where UP and we collide, or not. This is where we're going into this track over here. And this road here goes to, actually not the one I was looking for. Maybe that's the one that goes to Silverwood. Should be the, not going to be in here, but the lake would be over here somewhere. That's Cajon. Probably the Z train there. Probably just got started again. Like Silverwood would be down in here and not there, the reservoir. Try this on your Train Sim World Simulator. There, that track there is UP. It goes off towards Palmdale and the Mojave Yard. And we're gonna go through the all bean sniff down through. Let's see. This might signify part of the 15 highway. I don't think so though. I don't no. 15 runs over here. 15 we went underneath it. So 15 would run kind of through there. And this does cross back underneath it over in Victorville. Where not PPH, VVC is. All right, let's go see where we're at. We're getting there. From there to here. If I accidentally hit the brakes or notch or anything right now, that would probably be disastrous, I think. I'm going to try not to do that. Some of the graffiti there on the well car. If any others have anything on it. Yep, there's some. Oh, power derated. Traction temperatures. – That's why we're going so. Well, that's why we're going slow now. Really approach medium here. You don't have to worry about speed. This guy right here. Oh. Guy stopped. Fuel filter. Well, that might be one reason. Place the fuel filter while in. Yeah, that one's shut down because of the fuel filter. But HPT remains the same. The grade is a lot less right now too, so that's going to help with speed. There was no alarms or anything that told me, hey, that locomotive's down. I saw exhaust coming out of the back one. I mean, it could have been driving the whole time like that. Yeah, there's no problems with this guy. It's just that one. Yeah, see, the power derate thing is off, but it said traction motors, didn't say anything about fuel, so. See. But we're going to be pulling the Martinez here. And you just got the, we'll see you later. So we'll watch the train go by, as we usually do towards the end. And thank you so much for joining me for Simulator Sundays. We'll be back next Sunday, the same thing. More of that. Hope everybody has a good week. We'll see you back here next Sunday. I'll stop talking. Let you watch the train go by. See you then.